Laser engraving allows you to cut specific shapes and engrave pictures on various materials. Now, we are going to use a gift box as an example to show you how to laser engrave. Before you start, please prepare the following items and tools. First, make sure the laser engraving module and the aluminum grid table are properly installed on the machine. Prepare the materials you are going to engrave on. Use a vernier caliper or ruler. If you don't want to recalibrate the focal point, you might also need a thin wood board, a calibration card. If this is your first time to use the laser engraving feature, a guide will pop up on the touchscreen and guide you through the steps. But the guide will only pop up the first time you use the laser engraving feature. You can still access the guide later on by going to Settings, Guide. For regular laser engraving, please follow this video tutorial to set up your machine. You need to calibrate the focal length every time you switch to laser engraving from the other two features. In addition, if you are unsatisfied with the results of engraving or cutting, you can try recalibrating the focal length. Let's start calibrating the focal length. First, measure the thickness of the materials. At the home page of the touchscreen, swipe to the left and tap Calibration button. Secure the wood board with silicone plugs on the aluminum grid table. Type in the thickness of the board measured. Put the calibration card provided or a piece of A4 paper in between the laser module and the grid table. Lower the laser module gradually to the point where it lightly touches the wood board. First, make sure you and any viewers have put on your laser safety glasses. Set the work origin at the center of the wood board and use run boundary to make sure the engraving area is within the area of the wood board. When autofocus is done, you can now start using the laser engraving feature. There are two ways to operate the machine. This tutorial will cover one of the methods. If you want to learn about the other method, you can check out our other video tutorials. First, open Snapmaker Luban on your device. Go to Workspace and click Wi-Fi under Connection. Refresh the device list. Scroll down the list to find your device and click Open. A notification will pop up on the touchscreen. Select Yes. Your device will be connected to the machine. Go to Laser G-code generator and select Mode to upload supported JPEG, PNG, or SVG documents. On the right side of the interface, you can adjust the size, orientation, and position of your picture. You can also use the computer mouse to drag to adjust the dimensions of the picture in Canvas. You can also set the work speed, multipass, and power, etc. When the setup is finished, click Generate G-code and load G-code to Workspace. Click Send via Wi-Fi, send the G-code to the machine, and tap Yes on the touchscreen to receive the file. You can also use a flash drive to transfer files for laser engraving or cutting. If you want to transfer your files using a flash drive, generate G-code first and export G-code to file and copy the exported file to your flash drive. Plug in your flash drive to the control board of the machine. Select Files on the touchscreen and choose USB. Find and select your G-code file. Click Start to start laser engraving or cutting. Now, let's secure the materials for engraving on the aluminum grid table. First, measure the thickness of the materials. Next, use the silicone plugs provided or other tools to secure the materials to the center of the grid table. Select Next, Auto Mode, and follow the instructions to type in the thickness of the materials. Before you set the work origin, make sure you and any viewers have put on your laser safety glasses. Use the control panel to move the laser module. Move the laser beam to where you want to set as the work origin, which should match the work origin you set in the software when you exported the G-code file. Click Set Work Origin and Run Boundary to preview the engraving area. Click Start to start laser engraving or cutting. If you ever need to adjust any settings during the engraving or cutting process, you can swipe left on the touchscreen to go to the Settings menu. When finished, Take off the wood board, assemble the pieces into an exquisite gift box, and you are done. Thank you for watching.